Suplex Studies.
Yo, 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 welcome to Suplex Studies.
Studies.
I am Eric here, joined as always by my friend Gator. How are you doing today, sir?
I am doing amazing, bro. Tell me, how was your week?
Well, I'm a little hopped up on caffeine.
Oh, you're a little hopped up on
God
caffeine?
damn it. We've been taking all these coffee trips lately, and now I think I have officially been hit by the coffee bug.
Are we addicted to
were.
Starbucks? Are we addicted to Starbucks?
No, I'm not.
Are you
I just
sure?
need to get that goddamn mocha pot, and I'll be brewing up some nice coffees.
I have never smoked mocha pot. What is that?
You know, me either. No, it's a little mocha pot. My buddy Alan was showing me.
Are you talking about the reverse osmosis one?
No, not that good shit.
The
Not
one
that Breaking Bad shit.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about that scientific coffee and shit.
No, it's just a little. I think you'd put it on a stovetop. I could be wrong, but
Okay.
I don't know. Blah,
I
blah,
don't know.
blah.
If it
you get
makes
a nice
fucking-
coffee.
Yeah,
out
if
of
it makes coffee, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Got anything new this week?
Yeah, shitloads of cool new figgies.
Oh, yeah.
Got them new Jada Toys Street Fighters. I got Dalsim, Ken
I'm jelly.
added to the collection.
I'm jelly.
Shitloads of wrestlers. I got that Dude Love.
The Taker.
Got a Taker. Got a few Takers.
You got us a couple of Mankind and Guerrero ulties.
Goddamn,
Yeah.
found that one on the Hunty.
Yeah, bro. On the down low on the Hunsky.
That Hunsky came
Yeah.
a ripping.
Yep. I sure am glad that you got them though. You know,
Yeah.
less now. We don't have to worry about that shit.
But yeah, weekend was cool, man. Went and saw Mastodon and Lamb of God this past weekend.
What about Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger, and Tyrannosaurus? Did you see the whole Power Rangers crew?
Yes, they were all in attendance there, and they performed quite the show.
Except for the Green Ranger. God rest his soul. We love you, JDF.
R.I. Pizzle.
R.I. Pizzle.
Faux shizzle.
May you live forever.
But yeah,
That's awesome.
Great,
How was
great.
it? How was the show? Great.
good times, man. They played. It was the 20th anniversary tour for Lamb of God's Ashes of the Wake album and
Uh-huh.
Leviathan by Mastodon.
My goodness, these names.
They were both released on August 31st of 2004.
Oh my God.
And they're touring
2024.
it, 20 years later
Wow.
together. And it
That's
was
fucking hard.
pretty fucking epic. If you have the chance to check it out, it just started. It's a metal show not to be missed if you're a fan of these bands, for sure. Highly recommended.
Damn. That's
Good
awesome.
times.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, we got Limp Bizkit coming up soon.
My generation.
Yeah, come on. Go ahead and talk shit. I'm excited for that one. We haven't gotten our room yet, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Number one priority, get our asses there, get to the show, and watch Limp and Corey Feldman, by the way, for opening up. You can't forget that, bro. I actually watched one of his
Oh
his
my
songs
God.
the other day.
Dude, I don't even
It-
want to know.
Dude,
I just wanted to go in blind to
it
this
was called.
crazy
It's
shit.
called The Joke, dude, and it's actually not that bad.
It's good music?
Fred Durst did the fucking video.
No
He
shit.
directed the video, and I think he had something to do with the song, and it's not bad. I tripped
Really?
balls that I was actually digging something that Corey Feldman did.
I got to look into that.
Yeah, bro, just YouTube it. Just YouTube Corey Feldman. It's going to be The Joke. They released it 3 weeks ago, I believe, so it's a
The
brand new
Joke?
song. Yeah, The Joke, like The Joke's on You, I think it is, because, everybody makes fun of him. Everybody's always making fun of him. So I think that's what it, basically the song is for the critics that make fun of his ass. So it's kind of a hit back, and I was digging it, bro. I was digging it.
Dude, I need to check. Dude, wow. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to expect from him or really any of these other opening bands for this
Yeah.
Biscuit show.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to go get a hot dog while he's on stage, but I'm not going to completely diss his ass this time.
You're not going to bring any pocket dogs?
Nah, dude, I ain't bringing no glizzies in my pocket. The new gen calls them glizzies.
Them glizzy goblins are going to come out to get ya.
Yeah, man, they're going to get you the glizzy goblins.
King
Yeah.
Glizzly and the Lizzy Weezy.
Yeah, it's been a rough week for me. Been a little under the weather. Been a little, tired, a little, electrolyte depleted. But I'm making my comeback right now.
They like electrolytes.
They like electrolytes, but it's what plants crave. Plants crave electrolytes, and Brondo has electrolytes. Brondo has them, so that's where they get them from. But yeah, dude, it's been a rough week, but muscled through it. Watched a lot of wrestling, had a great week, and now we're here bringing this show to you because, as always, baby, we love you. So without further ado, it's showtime.
Woo!
So, every week we have our correction section, and we always have a special guest to bring it to you.
Yeah, who do we have today?
Well,
Gator?
this week is no exception.
Who's that?
We have a special
Who's
guest
here?
today in the Suplex Studies studio. He is the greatest TNT champion of all time. He is the innovator of the tables and ladders and chairs match. Some would say he is actually the greatest of all time. He is inspirational, wise, selfless, loved, courageous, generous, compassionate, respected, sacrificing, devoted. He is a father, and his name is Christian Cage. So without further ado, Christian Cage,
Yes.
welcome to the Suplex Studios.
Thanks for having me here. Eric, I hate your stupid face. Gator, what do you think you're laughing at?
I'm in the Peep Squad, aren't I? I thought I was in the Peeps.
Have you seen your face?
I mean, every day I have a mirror, Christian. What do I need to change my face?
It needs a little work.
What if I did this?
Look, I don't have a lot of time, Gator. I'm a little short on it, actually. I don't even know why I'm here.
We paid you a lot of money to be here today.
Precisely. And that's really the only reason why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason you came today, and I can respect that.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, let's get to the corrections, Christian. What do you have for us this week?
Well, that's very nice of you to ask, Gator. Welcome, Suplex Studies, to Christian's Corrections. Bow down, Eric. Now, unfortunately, I had to listen to these imbeciles on the last few episodes. The shows were a little, how do you say, the shits?
No, not your style. Not.
You have a lot of work to do, kid.
Okay. No, I can respect that. That's cool. Yeah.
As I was saying, before Gator interrupted me, my first order of business.
Hold on, if I could just...
Excuse me.
Can I just...
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. What...
Don't interrupt me again. Do you understand me?
Should I...
You should be quiet. Maybe. Our first correction is for you, Gator. You muppet.
Me?
Gator.
What did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do?
You claimed
Uh-huh.
that the Intercontinental title,
Yes, sir.
a title I held
Yeah. Yeah. This is
multiple
true.
times,
Of course. You're one of the greatest of all times.
the greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time.
I'm
Pardon
the
me?
father.
Yes.
Gator, you put some respect on my name.
I'm actually looking for...
I'm the father of professional wrestling.
I'm looking for a father.
Shh. You shut your mouth. I'm conducting my business, Gator.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Gator, can you...
Shut your... Eric, are you kidding me? Do you not know how this... Are you serious, Gator?
I'm sorry. I'm just...
You paid me to do a job, and now you're laughing. You're laughing right in front of my face.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm good. I'm sorry, Christian. My apologies. I lost my composure. That won't happen again. Apologies. Like you said, we paid you a lot of
I'm
money
the
here.
father of professional wrestling.
Yes, absolutely. You're selfless.
I'm the father.
You're the most selfless person
Shut
I've
your
ever met.
damn mouth. I'm the father of All Elite Wrestling. And now I'm the father of Suplex Studies.
You are. You are the...
Shut your damn mouth. I'm your daddy, bitches. First order of business. You claimed, Gator, the Intercontinental title is having a change in design. Where did you get this information from?
I just said I hope it's next on the list to get a
Then
redesign.
you misspoke. Very well. It was just something I heard.
I actually heard that one too.
Yeah, I just said I
yeah.
hope it's next because I heard that the WWE title was actually getting a revamp, so I'm hoping that the Intercontinental is next on the line. I don't actually think that I said that it will be, but if you say I did, I'm going to believe you. I believe you.
You know, Gator, sometimes we misspeak. And you misspoke.
I did. I apologize, sir.
And a matter of fact, Eric, you misspoke as well.
Yeah.
You claimed as a young baby, you as a stupid young dumb baby you were, Eric. You curly-headed, stupid little fuck. You said that Owen Hart held you when you were a baby. You said you had evidence of this. You were wrong.
There's no evidence?
I spoke with Eric's mother.
Oh.
Dude, what?
Wait, how did you
What the fuck, man?
You talked to his mom?
Did you forget about the whole interrupting thing, Gator?
Sorry. It's our podcast. I thought I could speak with you.
Don't be sorry. The fact of the matter is, Eric was not held by Owen Hart. He did take a photo with Owen Hart.
Okay.
Him and his parents
Uh-huh.
were side by side with Owen.
Oh.
Cute photo. But an ugly baby ruined it. But regardless.
Yeah, regardless, I mean, it happened. I met Owen.
Yeah.
He did not hold me, indeed. I was mistaken. It was one of those misremembers.
Was your hair curly back then too, or not?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
He was
Isn't it, Gator?
He was okay. I'm sorry. He was a curly-headed fuck back then too.
He's a curly-headed fuck then. Curly-headed fuck now. And by the looks of it, will be for many years onward. But you know what, Gator? Before you open up your stupid mouth again. You guys gotta be kidding me right now. Would you pull yourself together?
God.
For fuck's sake. Christians, corrections. Number 3. Eric's dumbass here claimed that the Dynamite Kid, Tommy Billington, said hell no to Don Callis.
Mm-hmm.
That was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was... I think I do mention along those lines. It was not really along those lines. It was along the lines of no. He ends up saying, kiss my ass.
He said ass.
He said, kiss my ass
Okay.
to Don Callis.
Okay, yeah, I can think of a certain someone I'd like to say that to.
Oh, is that right, Gator?
What? No, not you. You're the greatest.
Who would you be referring to then?
Chris Jericho, I don't know, Nunzio, somebody, not you.
Do you see Chris Jericho here?
No.
Shut your damn mouth.
Macho's here. He could be him. He's upstairs. He's our roommate.
Gator, if you interrupt me one more time, I'm going to take my trios titles and I'm going to leave. Moving on to correction number 4. Eric, you claimed that Rampage is can't miss television. What the fuck did you exactly mean by that?
Yeah, that wasn't really what I was trying to say. I was really more or less trying to say
It's only can't miss television when I'm on.
He's not lying.
I'm the father of AEW Rampage.
He's devoted.
I'm the father of AEW Collision.
So sacrificing.
And I'm the father of AEW Dynamite.
Compassionate.
I'm the father and face of AEW.
So selfless.
Are there any final thoughts you have, Eric, on your Rampage claim? Huh?
Yep. All I was trying to say is that Rampage was pretty good for weeks and weeks onward, but yeah, this recent one was a little woo-wee, a little tough to watch a little bit. But they can all be winners, you know.
Mm-mm.
It is still like one of the coolest hours of wrestling that you can get, though. And really, more often than not, it's a good show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, get your shit together.
We're doing the best that we can with the amount of time that we've been going, and
I
we
think you need
appreciate
to
everything,
speak up,
Christian.
Gator. I can't even hear you. Your levels are coming in low.
Well, they're coming in low because you told me to shut up.
Yeah, because you're getting in the way of my business.
I'm sorry, Christian. Like I said,
That was the Christian corrections section. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming, Christian.
Bye. I'm out of here.
Eric, he's gone now.
Fuck San Antonio. How do I get out of here?
Eric,
Yeah, dude.
put a cancellation on that check, hey?
Are you kidding me? I'm still right here. What are you out of your mind?
Second thought, let's just let it roll through, bro. It's got a couple hours before it clears. Let's just get it through. Christian, we appreciate you.
Have you seen Kill Switch?
I've seen him. He looks like a big enchilada.
I gotta get back to him.
Yeah, you got to get back to Nick Wayne.
Hey, shut your damn mouth.
He's your dad, right? He's your son, right? You're his dad? I've got a dad, but I was looking for a second dad. You interested?
You're not really son material to me.
Fuck. Well, I tried. You gotta give me
What
credit.
about me, Christian? I need a new role model in life.
He's looking for a poppy, too.
I need maybe a little guidance.
Eric, look. You're the biggest piece of shit I've ever met.
Damn.
When I see you, Gator, was I talking to you? Can't you tell that I'm still talking here? Eric, I hate your face once again. You're lucky to be in my presence. Now with that, I must say goodbye to my peeps, to my children, to all my fans. And I hate you both. Goodbye.
Thank you, Christian. We will see you later. Maybe.
Wow. Yeah, hopefully not.
Well, Gator, I believe it is that time once again.
Is it that time?
It is that time.
Oh, you know what time it is.
It is time.
It's about that time to get Plexi. Let's get Plexi, folks.
Yes, we shall. Here at Suplex Studies, every week we bring one match from the annals of wrestling history. It's something we have seen or haven't seen before. We'd love your input, maybe. Let us know on the socials what you'd like to see or hear from us. And yes, we bring it here. We review it, give our thoughts on it, pick each other's brains about it, and we kind of center the conversation podcast around this.
Bring it to you for your listening pleasures.
It is our feature match of the week. And without further ado, we have WrestleMania 13 this week. It is on March 23rd, 1997.
Yes, it is.
Who are our competitors, Gator?
Wow, we've got Stone Cold Steve Austin versus
What?
Bret Hart.
What?
Yep, and the Bloodstone match right here.
Yep, blood from a stone.
Like you said, this is March 23rd, 97, a couple of days after my birthday. My birthday's on March 19. So this is 4 days after my birthday. This is in the Rosemont Arena in Rosemont, Illinois, and it is an I Quit match. The only way to beat your opponent is to get them to say, I quit.
It is a submission match.
They said it was an I Quit match.
No, I paid attention to that
Oh,
because
did
I was
they?
because you're right. It could have been very misconstrued that it was an I Quit because earlier in the match,
Oh, because you didn't.
Vince kept saying, Vince and Jim Ross are saying, oh, someone's going to quit. Someone's going to quit. Right? Remember?
Yes.
But Howard Finkel even says, it is a special submission match
Howard
tonight.
Finkel?
It's booked as a submission match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Submission match
But
then.
they were saying it was very confusing because you heard it 2 or 3 times. Who's going to quit? Who's going to quit?
Yeah, they said
And
it
they
multiple times.
They were basically making quit synonymous with
submission tap. Okay.
tap in a way.
Okay.
And it was very confusing. It could have been confusing.
Tomatoes.
It
know,
is-
It's technically it's an I Quit match.
Technically, it's a
submission
submission match, actually.
because we don't have submission matches anymore. We have I Quit matches.
There are submission matches.
Catch as is catch can.
What?
Catch as is catch can.
Catch can
There,
wrestling.
that's the one I'm looking for right there. Catch can.
Gator, you gotta get a little brushed up in your catch can.
I'm sorry, JR, I can't do it. But yeah, anyway, so whatever, man. I quit. Submission. Same fucking bullshit. Same principle. Same concept. These guys are basically fucking fighting. There's no pinfalls. There's no DQs. There's no countouts. There's no rules. The only way to get the other motherfucker to lose a match is to make him quit or pass out.
Tap.
One or the other.
Well,
Whichever comes first.
No. I mean, the idea of a submission match is to tap, right? But the whole deal was, oh my God, Stone Cold is such a badass. He fucking passed out. No one's done this, right?
Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
So, we have a very special guest referee in this matchup.
We do.
One Ken Shamrock of the UFC at this time, a
Man.
couple years prior, right?
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that, year prior?
Yeah.
I don't know his history quite in depth, but
He
I know
was-
it's in the mid-90s there, right?
Yeah, he was part of the early UFC with Hoist Gracie, Ken Shamrock, Dan Severn, those kind of guys right there. And I can remember watching the original UFCs, man, and he was a badass, but he could never get by Gracie. Gracie always had him, so, eventually...
Hoist Gracie?
Yeah, Hoist Gracie. He always
Really?
got him. So eventually he just kind of had to, diversify, and the WWE came calling, and it was a perfect match, man, because he was one of my favorites for a good long while there, man.
He's fucking yoked in
He
that
is
goddamn ref shirt.
Yoked, bro.
Yak to the gillies.
Jesus, my God. I watched this live. Were you able to watch this live? How old were you when this
Fuck
shit
no.
happened?
So this is 97. I am about to be 3 years old at this point.
Wow. And I'm about 15 at this point, so I'm fucking balls deep in this shit.
Balls deep
I'm fucking
in
balls.
the WWF
Hey,
and
I'm
the
fucking balls deep
WCW.
right now. You're talking about balls deep. You're talking about my sister's asshole.
Damn, Nunzio. Nobody was talking about that, but
I heard you talking shit earlier. You was in the restroom. I heard you talking on the phone about my sister's ass again.
that is not true, Nunzio. I don't know what you're hearing there.
Okay, because if you're talking shit about my sister's ass, I'm gonna give you the 1-2. You remember that, right, Eric?
I remember the 1-2.
All right, I'm gonna go get a pizza pie.
Give me one.
All right, I'll get you a fucking pizza pie. I live here anyway. Fuck it. Hey,
Fucking-
Mach,
Are you fucking kidding me?
you want a pizza pie?
Nunzio's living here too now?
I'm sorry,
What is
bro.
going on in this place?
I told you, I gave Mach a key, and it's fucking multiplying like gremlins in water.
This is fucking madness.
Yeah, it went from Mach gave it to Nuns gave it to Steve gave it to Stan, and all of a sudden, bing, bang, boom, this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, and we've got about 4 extra wrestlers living with us.
These sons of bitches.
I did not realize what I was doing. Yeah, so the entrances happen. Bret Hart, of course, he's going to come out second because he's the champ, but we've got Austin coming out first, and I remember you mentioning there was an iconic moment for you in this match, which would be the entrance. You want to tell me about it?
Yes, so of course it's that beautiful glass shatter moment in the WrestleMania 13 entrance. Very iconic imagery there that we've seen for many years now. One of Stone Cold's coolest badass moments, and what ends up being, I mean, fucking for sure a really very special match. Damn, probably one of the best Mania matches I've ever seen. This was the first time I'd seen it. I watched it twice. We both did.
Yeah, we
But,
watched it twice for research purposes.
Yeah, it was. God, I loved it, man. Fucking cool ass match. Great entrance. I wanted to give a little shout out to. They didn't have Ken Shamrock's theme music at this point yet, obviously. So
He didn't have the world's most dangerous man music.
no, he has a cool ass theme song though.
It's like yeah, I remember it.
Old Jimmy J. Fuck, get him back,
Ooh.
WWF.
He's a fucking master on the fucking keyboards.
God, that fucking theme does go hard.
Yeah.
But no, he had the little WWF pay-per-view theme, or you know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, dude.
What was that theme? What would you classify that as?
I couldn't tell you.
Because you'd hear it a lot on the pay-per-views.
I classify it as awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is awesome.
But yeah, what did you think of Steve's entrance with that cool ass glass breaking moment?
I mean, it was really cool. You know, the Austin 316, and then just to see it shatter, have him come through. It was one of those like badass career-defining entrance moments, like a Kenny Omega coming out to the Terminator shit that he was forever iconic for in my mind.
Yeah,
I will always remember that Kenny Omega entrance that he came out to as the Terminator. So this is kind of in the same trajectory, in the same stratosphere, if you will.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is definitely an iconic entrance for Stone Cold. One of his best.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now what are some other really cool Steve entrances. Man, he has a lot.
I think Sean's got more, but Steve's got a few.
Yeah, I'm
think
thinking of like
Sean's-
him on vehicles, really, right? A few
Yeah.
vehicle entrances.
Coming out in
and-
ATVs, coming out in his Austin 316 truck, things like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got those, but I mean, epic shit, like coming out as like an angel or whatever.
No,
Shawn
no,
Michaels
no.
coming down from the rafters, Shawn Michaels.
But
you
in
know.
terms of like the crowd reactions and shit,
Oh,
almost
absolutely.
every Steve Austin entrance
It's
is a banger entrance.
It's the Austin pop. It's just like
Oh,
that fucking
it's
Warrior
so
pop. It's
good.
the
It's
Austin
so
pop. Anytime
good.
that fucker comes out, the people pop for him. It
That's
doesn't
true.
It doesn't matter where. They pop for that music. That glass shatters and motherfuckers get up.
It's just the way nature is.
Yeah, yeah. So is this before or after the Owen neck break? I'm not sure.
This is a few months before
Okay.
Owen breaks Austin's neck, which happens at SummerSlam of this year,
Yeah, I think. Let me look here. It looks like
August.
August, right? Yeah, August of '97. That's only 5 months after, man. Wow, that's fucking wild, isn't it? It's wild.
It's pretty damn wild, man.
He's right here in the middle of a big ass push, and who would have even known that 5 months later, his entire career, the trajectory of it, would take a steep decline as he would be put onto the shelf. But that doesn't matter right now. That's 5 months down the road, and I'm sure we're going to get to that one of these days here on Suplex Studies. But like for today, let's go ahead and just get back into the match. So you want to hit us off, Eric? What do we got here?
We didn't really mention yet Bret Hart's entrance, which he's always looks like such a badass dude. He's cool as fuck. Bret Hart is the shit, dude.
Yeah, I was a huge Hart fan.
Cool ass fucking theme song once again. An old Jimmy J joint.
Superface. You know,
He's
he was
the shit, dude.
He was a super face at this point. People were kind of giving him shit about being a crybaby in a way because I suppose he had lost his world title.
Yeah.
He wanted another shot at it. He thought he was deserving of it. He didn't think there was anybody else in front of the line. Other wrestlers were telling him, get back in line.
So entitled.
Yeah, he was over entitled, exactly. So
Yeah.
fans were starting to sour to Bret at this point. But at this point, I can remember he was my hero. And going into this against Austin, I thought...
Academia?
Yeah, I thought to myself, who is this bald-headed, plain black trunk-wearing fucker? This guy is not going to, he's not going to be my guy. I'm still a Bret guy. But I can tell you that once this match was over, I left that with a different mindset and a new respect for Stone Cold Steve Austin after this.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so... the match gets started, Brother Hero. What did we start with? We started with a fucking Thez press, brother.
Brawl.
It's a brawl, but it's a Thez press. He hits him with a Thez press just immediately. Fucking bing, bing, ding, ding, ding. Here we go.
And we begin. Off
Austin
to
with
the
a Thez
races.
And, dude, they fucking beat the shit out of each other. It's basically just meat and potatoes.
Slugfest.
I mean, they don't go into the ring for a good hot minute. They're fighting outside.
Yeah, they go directly outside.
Mm-hmm.
We get our first suplex position of the match.
Austin suplexes Bret, wasn't it? Into
Yeah,
the nut shot.
Yeah, he throws him onto the barricade, and Bret's foot takes out the security guard almost. Did you catch that?
I didn't.
Oh my god, yeah, because the security guard comes running up, trying to move the people in the front row out of the way, who I think were some legends, right?
There were some legends there?
Did you see them?
No, I missed that.
I swear to God, I'm pretty sure I saw them.
Hmm.
I overlooked it on the second watch through, but I remember watching it the first time. I think it's probably the Hall of Famers of that year. I could be wrong.
The 97 Hall of Famers.
We'll look into it.
Okay.
We're looking into it.
We're going to have to put it on corrections next week.
Yeah. And yeah, they fucking Bret nails the security guard as that guy's trying to clear them out, and he fucking just like kind of books it out of there. And yeah, then they make their way up through the crowd. The crowd's all fucking growing crazy. So this is in Chicago, basically, right? But what did they say? Like, it's probably one of the
It's at the
surrounding areas.
Rosemont Arena, Rosemont, Illinois.
Okay, so it's Rosemont, Illinois.
Yeah,
All right.
Rosemont. Yeah,
Either way, it's Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Outer
so you know
Chicago
it's going to be
area,
a
I'm
rowdy
sure.
crowd there. They're always rowdy over there. I think one of my favorite parts of this match too, in the early parts, was when Austin was in the crowd, and I think he takes a beer or a drink or something like that, and he ends up throwing it in Bret's face as they're fighting in the crowd.
Yeah.
And do you remember? Like, I think there was a moment
I
where
know
like
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think.
and I think, do you remember when I'm talking about the fans, plural, singular, that kept jumping into the camera's view as they were trying to get this rowdy ass crowd under control?
Oh yeah.
That shit was a wild fucking scene to see, man.
Yeah, they kept throwing their faces there to the camera lens, and specifically there was this other fan who didn't get up in the chaos. He's right in like the front row of that barricade they're in front of, or like that kind of upper plaza level, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Where you walk
There's a
up.
fan that's sitting down with his fucking nachos and hot dog, and he's trying like not to drop it. And he's like the only person sitting down, and Stone Cold Steve Austin is right in front of me. He's like, "Fuck, please don't grab my hot dog, dude." Like,
He's the only guy sitting down, bro.
he's like protecting that shit with his life.
Because you know that shit was expensive, bro, and he doesn't have another. He doesn't have
Absolutely.
another fucking $20 to spend on another hot dog and nachos. This is
No
it.
way. This is it.
This is it for the night. The tickets were enough. I'm sitting in the front row right now.
I ain't leaving my seat again.
Hell no, they're about to get in my face. That's how close I am right now. These seats were expensive. This shit was expensive. I'm not about to lose it by standing up. He played that exactly as I would have played it too. Touche, sir.
Did you catch where they're going up further after that part where this fan, I think he either has a brown jacket or a black jacket, and he is petting Bret Hart's head and then pets Ken Shamrock's head?
I remember you mentioning it.
You didn't catch it, right?
I didn't
there?
catch it both times. I guess I
Dude.
really wasn't looking for the pet boy.
Yeah, if y'all saw that out there, let me know. That was so odd. This guy
PetSmart.
fucking straight up pets both of their heads like 2 or 3 times each.
That's weird.
It was fucking weird.
That's just fucking weird. Who the fuck pets somebody out there?
It's really
You see them
odd to like.
pat the back.
Yeah, the pat the back is, you see the pat the backing a lot.
Yeah.
But
Or
how do you feel about fans touching talent?
I mean, you've got the little girl last week that actually punched MJF. That was
See,
pretty
but
fun.
that was
fun.
That one was invited from Osprey.
So you're talking about unsolicited touching on
right.
wrestlers, not invited
Right.
not invited
Exactly.
touching on wrestlers.
Exactly.
Okay.
But then we had that shit with MJF
What was that?
touching.
Oh yeah,
didn't he touch the fan?
he touched
like
three
two fans?
fans. It was like
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, no, after he beat the shit out of Danny Garcia.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
He had contact with at least 3 fans there. So I mean,
We never heard anything about that, did we?
No, we didn't. I guess the fans are cool. I guess the fans are just grateful to be in the shot and interact. And
Now they're in the annals of AEW history.
Exactly, just like these guys right here, forever in the annals of WrestleMania history. They got their faces right there on cam. What, 2-3 times? I mean,
Yeah, man. They're all
Yeah.
up in the shiznits.
I mean, I think the trade is worth the pay. You know, I get to be involved with the wrestler. I get on camera forever, and everybody gets to see my face for the rest of time. Even when I'm old, I can turn back in and see how young I was. God damn it.
True that.
But yeah, we get back in. It's basically just meat and potatoes, bro. I mean, they're just throwing chingazos right now, back and forth. They haven't even gotten into the ring yet. What'd you think about that? Like, they haven't even gotten into the ring yet.
They end up getting right back there finally after they come back down from the crowd. Fucking Steve throws Bret into the steel steps. I didn't notate if they were diamond plated or not.
I did notate that they were not diamond plated.
Were they smooth?
They were smooth.
They were just smooth
as
blue
a
steps?
Brazilian wax. They were smooth, brother. They were not diamond plated.
Dude, speaking of these
they were
spare
not
steps.
diamond coated. They were smooth. Speaking of what?
Yeah, speaking of these steel steps, Austin picks these steps up and Bret kind of like interrupts him, right? Or something.
Bret steps forward to stop Austin from doing whatever he's doing,
Yeah,
which is
whatever
trying to
he's
pick them up
doing.
over his head and hit Bret.
Yeah, either way, Steve fucking drops these steel steps in a not so safe manner, and he almost like takes out his right knee.
It was his right knee. It looked like it buckled underneath the steel
Dude,
steps.
it was such a close call.
Yeah, because the steel steps are two pieces. So he had one piece above his head, and he had his leg right next to the other one.
The
And
other
as he
one.
lifts up, it starts to fall back on him. And Bret, again, he initiates. So Steve goes to take a bump, and you see his right knee kind of twist and give in underneath that lower step. So it looked like a really dangerous spot right there, man. I said, oh shit, I hope he's not hurt. Of course, we know he wasn't hurt, but I think he started wearing 2 knee braces after that.
I mean, was it that soon after?
It could have been. I don't know. We'll have to, we'll have to get into the annals.
Yeah.
We got to get into the annals, and we got to do a little research. I'm sure that maybe Mach can bring that for us up next week on the Google Joogle machine.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah,
he's always reliable.
Yeah, he's not here right now. I think he's out with Elizabeth right now.
Yeah,
Diversion's game room, having a good time.
Oh, a blast!
Yeah, I think
those
they're gonna,
lovebirds.
Yeah, they're gonna go bowling after that. He's you know him.
So
man.
I think I heard on commentary that this is Bret Hart's 12th WrestleMania at this point.
Wow,
did you hear that?
I think I overheard it, but I think you pointed it out.
Yeah, I have it here in my notes. So if I'm wrong on that one, folk it. But I mean, I don't know why I would have it written here.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy at this point. So, damn, this is 97.
97.
So you think did he go like 12 straight years or something?
97. That would be what, 85 starting point? I believe that.
He was around then?
Oh yeah, he was around in
Yeah?
the 80s. Yeah, definitely.
That's
around
when he
the
was
80s.
with the tag title runs with the Neidhart.
Yeah, the Hart Foundation.
I was going to say the Hart Foundation, not
Yeah.
the Neidhart. I don't know why I said that.
Is it the Neidhart Foundation?
The Neidhart. So after all this chaos out on the floor, in the crowd, this raucous crowd.
Rowdy crowd.
What do you think of this crowd?
Oh man, dude, they were rowdy. There was signs everywhere. Brett's a liar. Brett's a crybaby. There was a lot of crybaby signs out there. I thought it was really neat. This was the era, man. This was one of the best eras, the Attitude Era, right?
This is it. This is really the start of it, the roll of it.
Yeah, man. I mean, this was,
It's really in the midst of it, the beginning ages.
to quote you, this was must-see TV.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. This match is must-see for sure. Is every WrestleMania must-see? One could argue that watching it live, it is must-see, but looking back on older shows in total, who knows? But yeah, after all that shit on the outside, we're finally in the ring, and Bret and Steve are wailing on each other. I got a note here of Bret's forward elbow drop.
Uh-huh.
What do you think of that little guy?
What forward elbow drop?
You know what I'm talking about. He does the little jumping elbow thing
You
like
talking
this.
about the one where he kind of grabs his wrist and comes down on it?
Yeah.
I love it, bro.
I thought he kind of like kind of grabs his forearm
Yeah.
close to his elbow.
He makes an L. He brings it down.
Right, yeah.
That's classic.
Looks stiff.
That's classic.
Looks
bro.
good.
That's classic. It looks stiff. It looks good.
Yeah.
But as you know, Bret was one of the safest wrestlers in the ring. I'm sure Austin took it like a champ. It looks good visually.
Yeah.
It's just it brings back so many childhood memories from all these matches that I used to watch from Bret. Because like I said, he was by far my favorite wrestler to this point.
Oh, dude. How long was he your favorite wrestler for during this period?
Oh God, honestly, bro, I want to say he was my favorite even when he went to WCW.
Wow.
Even when he was in his WCW run, I thought he deserved the world title. I thought he should be the champion.
He had it there, right?
He had it
a couple times or once?
I think it was once.
Just the one time?
Yeah, the one time, and it was for a brief moment in time, but I thought he deserved it. I thought he was always the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. I mean, that was forever tattooed in my mind as a child because he would say it every single time. Every Saturday morning, I would see him on Superstars, reiterating, I am the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. And that's how I knew Bret. He was the excellence of execution. There was nobody better than him. And this jabroni, this Johnny-come-lately, this former stunning Steve Austin, this former $1 million champion was not going to dethrone my king.
Damn.
And that's just how I felt at the time. And I'm sure that's how a lot of children felt at the time. Because, I mean, maybe I wasn't a child. I was 15. But
you're a kid.
Yeah, I was still
Absolutely.
I was in my adolescent stages still. So this guy was honestly my wrestling hero up to this point. And to see him kind of going to the dark side in a way, going Anakin Skywalker in this particular match, like it was kind of troubling to see. And I had to kind of rethink who my heroes were in the wrestling business after this.
Yeah, man. So as everybody knows here, this is our very famous double turn, quote unquote, match.
The DT?
We'll kind of delve into that more as the end of this
Ooh, it's a
as we
double
wrap it
turn.
up. But yeah, man, it's pretty goddamn cool. But as we are here back in the ring, Bret starts going for Steve's left leg,
Yes.
beating the fuck out of it.
Yeah, there's a figure 4 on the pole again. Classic Bret
Yes.
Hart.
Classic.
Yes, he holds I believe he holds the ring post as he falls down as to not break Steve's knee in half.
Right,
You know,
right.
classic, taking care of his dance partner in there.
Mm-hmm.
So he puts that on for a good long minute too. I mean, he had it on him for a good long while, and Steve sold the shit out of it.
Yeah, he's kind of pounding on the canvas there. I'm like, is that a tap? No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not
it
tap.
was. It was
He's
just
yeah,
a fist pound.
fist pound of pain.
He Stanicki'd that shit. Anyone who's seen Ricky Stanicki knows what I'm talking about. The old air dicker.
He was doing the old air dick.
He was doing the old air dick. The old
Well,
double.
he was dicking the canvas.
He was canvas dicking.
canvas dicking. There
Canvas
you
dicking.
go. There
That's
we
what
go.
we're gonna call it. That's what we're gonna call it. And I think it's somewhere around this point that Bret gets a little bit nasty, and he
Little
brings
nasty.
in what is it? The ring bell plus a chair. He brings in a ring bell plus a chair.
Yes,
While
yes.
he's working that ankle.
He goes for the event chair at first, and then realizes, oh, I can't really use this as a weapon. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I think
What
too.
do you? Oh man, I wanted to give a little shout out to the color scheme and shit of this event.
Ooh, what was it?
You didn't notice that? Like
Negative.
those chairs were purple.
Uh-huh.
It was a purple steel. It's like a black and purple color scheme this WrestleMania. Did
Okay.
you never notice that
I
at
don't
all?
know. I really don't ever notice that
No
kind of
shit?
stuff. No. That's just something
Man, I was
that
gonna
always,
say like,
it always goes over my head as like Batista.
damn.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I was thinking the wrestling ring here could have benefited from some cool ass purple ropes. What do you think? Since that was the color scheme of this event.
Well, were they? Were they red?
They were red, white, and blue.
Oh, then why would you mix the American colors with purple? That doesn't make any sense to me.
It was
Take
just
your
a
pick.
little odd
Yeah.
looking.
no, yeah.
But that's what they were rolling with during Monday Night Raws at that point, I believe, were the red, white, and blue ropes.
Oh, okay.
I think, I turned on the Monday Night Raw that came on after this.
Mhm.
I'm almost certain I saw the red, white, and blue ropes
So rocking
on
the
there.
rocking the same ropes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was just the theme for that month. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
March of '97. I don't know if they were saluting the troops or doing something like that, some kind of a tribute. Maybe they just had those ropes up at that time.
That's what they were going with during these days.
You remember when Bret starts to work that knee/ankle of Austin's, and he takes Austin's leg and he puts it into the chair, and he wants to do the good old jump off the top rope and break his ankle gig.
Oh, yeah. Austin evades, gets up, right, and
Yeah.
smashes Bret in the shoulder.
Shoulder. He was going for the head. Bret kind of moves. He didn't.
No, he didn't go for the head.
He was going for the shoulder.
Yeah.
For real, for real?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I thought back in the day they always just aimed for the head.
No, you can clearly tell that Steve aims for the shoulder. He kind of he's going for the head, but then angles at the last second to hit his shoulder.
Hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, he took care of his ass for taking care of him on the figure
probably
four.
Brett's probably not wanting to take that shit in the head. He's smarter than that.
Yeah, and then he gives him another right to the back. Clean shot. 2 shots to Bret.
Oh yeah.
Throws the chair down. And then
Whack.
what do we have? We have suplex number 2.
Oh, that's right. The little snap suplex
little
from Stone Cold.
Indeed, sir.
That was a good one.
But yeah, then Austin puts a crazy submission attempt on.
Oh, you're talking about like the flying octopus looking deal, but it was like a laying octopus.
Yeah, because Austin's definitely not a high flyer, so
No.
it wasn't a flying octopus.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
It was
that's
a
what they call the standing octopus.
A sit
version.
down, stand still octopus.
Yeah, it's like an octopus stretch, basically, but they're laying down.
Yeah, legs wrapped around one arm gets the other arm, pulls back as you grab the face kind of and put it in a cross-faced chicken wing in a way. Call it an octopus, call it a squid. I don't know what you want to call it.
Whatever the fuck it was. But then Austin immediately goes into the Boston Crab.
The what?
Excuse me, the Austin Crab.
There you go. It was always there for him to use. Why didn't he ever use that?
Yeah, man, right there.
He could have always used that move in his repertoire. It's got the Austin. I'm going to put you in the Austin Crab and make your dumbass tap out, Bret. Take your stupid sharpshooter and shove it straight up your ass. The Austin Crab is going to make you squeal.
You know, Steve, I don't think you have quite the execution on your Austin Crab.
My execution is excellent. It's more excellent than Bill and Ted's most excellent adventure. And you can kiss my ass, Bret.
I don't like your tone, Steve.
Well, let's ask your pops. He's in the crowd watching this.
I don't appreciate you coming at me like this. I just want to come here to Suplex Studies and have a good time. Have a good chat. Some cool pals. Damn.
Just, bro, continue to hang out. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have some drinks. Just chill out, Bret. Don't worry. Steve's over here. You're over here. We're going to keep you guys separated. We got no hard feelings. You guys did great business. We're going to keep this as friendly. This is a safe zone. Everybody knows this is a safe zone.
Steve, we have a long storied history. We don't need to do this right now.
Bret, you may have won that match, but I got over. And I'll forever be in your debt for that, you son of a bitch.
That's not very nice, Steve.
I love you, Bret. You and the whole Hart family.
Yeah, that's really kind of you to say. I love you too, Steve.
I love you, Bret.
I love you.
I love you. I love you, Bret.
Bring it in.
It's fucking dumb.
It's just such a fucking touching moment, guys. So I remember at this point, now that they're both sitting down comfortably and having some beers right now, Bret actually is having a Canadian whiskey. But at this point, I think Steve goes for a sharpshooter and Bret rakes those eyes.
Yes, that's how he breaks the sharpshooter that we think Steve was starting to apply incorrectly. We could be wrong, but it looked a little funky. But yeah, Bret gets the poke to the eyes quickly enough to delay the to cut off the awkwardness any further.
Right. And then that leads us back into the outside of the ring where they begin to brawl once again.
Awkwardness was an incorrect word.
What is the word you're looking for?
I don't know. He just stopped the application of the incorrect hold application. The fuck am I trying to say here?
Are you applying for something right now? The application of the application?
Yeah.
I need
to
drinking.
stop.
I didn't even realize you were drinking. You're having another beer.
What?
I'm actually out right now. I got a little sip left.
What?
I'm sipping on tequila.
Stan Arlington came by, brought a few brewskis for me and Eric, because you know what? Gator, you're being a little bitch to me last week, so only me and Eric are going to be drinking these Stanweisers.
That's fair. That's fair. I didn't think I was that rude to you last week. I thought your brother was a little bit meaner. He's the one who called your mom a bitch, but I digress.
Hey, we don't need to be bringing up that bullshit.
What? I love Mama Austin. You know I love Mama Austin.
Get back to my brother's match.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stan. It is at this point where we do get an Irish whip outside to the steel guardrail, and I think this is where the announcers at least tell us that we get color. This is where the famous blood comes in, where Steve he gets busted open, man, and that blood is pouring down just like the fucking rain that we just had to battle through to record this podcast for you guys.
That's right. We had a little rain delay earlier.
A little rain delay. How many times did the power go out?
2, 3, 4 times.
Yeah, as we were getting ready to set up, we're sitting here ready to go, and power down in San Antonio.
Bloody fucking fantastic.
It's almost as if magic happens every time the water touches the ground over here and we lose electricity. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Eric and I power through, watch the wrestling, and do the show for you. Why? Because we love you.
And we're getting nice and plexy.
You getting plexy?
I think we're getting a little plexy here
plexy.
on our feature match of the week.
Here comes the blood. Here comes the blood.
Dude, oozing blood is Steve Austin. And we're getting very close to the end of this feature matchup. As the blood is flowing, Bret is hunting leg.
He's dissecting him right now.
Dissecting the shit out of one Steve Austin.
He is.
And he takes a chair to the leg of Steve, right?
Yeah, a chair to the injured knee.
Yes.
I believe it was working the left knee with the brace.
Steve is hobbling around the whole match, basically. Once Bret started working on that leg earlier on, Steve was hobbling right away.
It changed the entire complexion of the match. It really showed work a body part in wrestling works.
Yep.
They were having a brawl. That was Steve's, comfort zone right there. The meat and the potatoes, punches, not really into a wrestling match.
Stomped a mud hole in Bret.
He did stomp a mud hole in Bret, but as soon as Bret got technical, as soon as he turned on the excellence, the execution was there, if you will, and he began to dissect this gentleman piece by piece, and like you said, we're getting close to the finish. The one thing I remember before the finish is that the ring now is a crimson mess. I mean, it is a crimson mess. There is blood leaking all over the place. None of it is Bret's, and at this point, I'm not squeamish, but I'm worried about Steve passing out.
Yeah, I mean, are you talking about specifically the sharpshooter where he's in right at this point?
No, I'm just talking in general. The fact that he was literally pouring blood out of his skull.
Right.
I was worried, because I have passed out due to a loss of blood in my life as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there thinking to myself as a child, I've passed out before. When that happened to me, why wouldn't it happen to him? But he stuck through it. He persevered. He went through the entire match, granted half the match probably with that blood.
Mm-hmm.
And after this match, I really did have, like I said before, a new respect for this gentleman.
Oh, yeah. Big time. But freaking Austin showed no respect to Bret because Austin yambag Jones Bret.
He did. That's what it was. It was a Stone Cold yambag.
He kicks him right in the nuts, dude. Down goes Bret. Oh, earlier when I was going to say, I couldn't remember if the crowd was booing Steve when he yambagged Jones Bret, but they were booing the shit out of Steve earlier when he goes and taunts.
Yes.
After he tosses Bret Hart out of the ring, he goes and lifts his arms in the air and kind of, wants some praise, and they start booing him, and he fucking flips him right off. So it is kind of interesting to see Stone Cold not entirely loved by the crowd.
No,
you kind of saw that some of the crowd does indeed love him, but a lot of the crowd is against him.
I think a lot of the older crowd at that point loved him for what he stood for, just an ass whipper. But I think a lot of the kids at that point were still kind of into the superhero Bret Hart.
Right.
It took this to turn the children and get them in Austin's favor.
Right.
But yeah, he like you said, he stomps a mud hole in Bret's ass, and then we have our third suplex of the match.
Yeah,
we have a superplex, to be precise. I think it's what Austin takes Bret up to the top rope.
Yep,
gives him a good old superplex, and then after this suplex number 3, he proceeds to take some cables, I should say, and he brings Bret to the ropes and starts choking Bret out with the steel cables with the whatever it is.
It's like an electrical cable, maybe like a mic cable. Who knows?
Extension cord. I don't fucking know.
Some sort of electrical cable.
Yeah, it was a cable.
Yeah, it starts choking Bret out. Bret fucking sells so well throughout this whole match. He's a selling machine too, isn't he? In his own right.
God, he sure is.
God damn.
He made everybody look good in there with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's a bad Bret match that I can think of.
I mean, probably not.
I don't think there's a bad Bret match. Just like you can't find a bad Shawn match, I don't think that you can find a bad Bret match.
Wow.
I think they're almost one and the same.
Those are high praising words.
Yeah, and it's kind of ironic considering what happens in Montreal later on.
Yeah.
Two of the greatest to ever do it. Almost completely similar in their in their performances, and it's just a shame what happens later on, as any wrestling fan out there knows.
Oh yeah.
So Bret decides, since he's getting choked, he's going to go ahead and grab some a good old ring bell. Bam.
Yes, fucking whacks Steve over the head with it.
Smacks his ass, goes right back in, and he puts on a good old sharpshooter.
Yep.
He uses the left leg. It was not a scorpion. It was a sharpshooter.
Yeah, we have now decided at long last that no one uses the Scorpion Deathlock.
Everyone uses a sharpshooter, and only Sting uses the Scorpion Deathlock.
Or only Sting's sharpshooter is referred to as Scorpion Deathlock.
Yeah. And let's just call it a scorpion. Let's make it easy. Just scorpion that shit. It's just a scorpion.
SDL.
Yeah. So Bret applies the sharpshooter.
Wait.
What's that?
SDL, Steph DeLander.
Steph DeLander, what about her?
It was just a funny coincidence that Scorpion Deathlock and Steph DeLander are both SDL. Oh, and SmackDown Live, for that matter.
Well, Steph has DSL.
Really, bro? No, she's claimed that herself.
What's that? She does?
Yeah.
DSL? Oh, well,
she had a whole ass, like, I think she made like a lipstick about it or something.
Well,
or
there you go.
Not a lipstick. I don't know what the fuck it was, but she's made a joke about it herself.
Well, there you go. If she's joking about it, anybody can. It's
Yeah.
open game, baby.
Shout out to SDL, Steph DeLander. You're cool.
Yeah, you and
Kicking
Cardona.
ass in TNAs.
So, sharpshooter. This is where we got iconic Austin faces.
Ha 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 ha.
This is it, dude.
I'm not gonna give it up. I won't give up. He's not gonna. Ha.
Then he goes,
No. No. No.
He goes to reverse it. Looks good. Looks like he's going to reverse it. All of a sudden, Bret puts it right back on. Right in the middle of the ring. Sits back on it. Once again, we've got that classic Austin face. Blood dripping down. You got blood on the tooth. It looks great. And we got Shamrock right there, right in his face. Doing a great job, by the way.
He is.
For his first referee job, for his first interaction in there. He handled it like a pro's pro. He gave Austin enough time to pass out. And then even afterwards, he's sitting there and, as we know, Austin passes out from the pain. And the ref, Shamrock, rings the bell. Game over.
Mm-hmm.
Shamrock's sitting there asking Austin's dead body if he's okay. Austin's dead. He can't fucking hear you.
He's out.
He's out. He's selling the shit out of that shit.
Oh, yeah. He's passed the fuck out.
Yeah. And
Bleeding like a stuck pig.
Yep. He's bleeding like a stuck pig. And we've got a little bit of afterbirth. This isn't just it. Match is not over. Bret's got the win. Austin passes out.
Brett's pissed.
Brett's still angry. Why was he so angry?
Just mad at this point.
He was
Everyone's picking on him. Fucking Vince and Jerry Lawler are on commentary talking shit about him the whole time.
They were calling him a cheat and a liar and
Yeah.
a crybaby the whole time.
And he wants his WWF title back.
He deserved it.
Did he?
He deserved it.
Thank you, Gator. I did deserve it because I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Okay, so Brett's all pissed off. Turns around, starts grabbing Steve's leg, starts kicking the shit out of his left knee again. Ken Shamrock is all, hey, what are you doing? He tosses him off a little bit. And then fucking Bret comes back, gets around him, tries to get at Steve again, and then Ken finally grabs Bret and fucking tosses him, slams him around.
Waistlock. We debated whether or not this was a suplex. We decided against it.
I don't think it quite was, right? Just a wrestling throw of sorts?
Yeah,
Wrestling. What do they call that?
It was just a waistlock throw him.
Yeah, there you go. Waistlock throw.
Waistlock throw him like a baby.
Throw him like a wee baby. Bret's feelings were a little hurt. He was taken aback and kind of skirts out of there. And I don't know if you ever noticed, how Bret gets out of the ring?
How?
Like how he
he bounces.
He sits on that fucking middle rope.
Yeah, he bounces on it.
his
He bounces
ass
on it. That's what he does. That's how he always did it.
so hard into the middle rope there.
It's kind of like hitting a trampoline, if you will,
Yeah.
with your butt.
It looks kind of fun.
Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, I always thought to myself, if I ever wrestled, I would throw my punches like Bret. I would enter the ring just like Bret also. I love
Model
it.
it all after him.
Yeah, man, I would completely model my game after somebody like Bret.
Well, he is the excellence of execution.
Who wouldn't want to model themselves after excellence and execution? Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
God. So, yeah, like you said, we got a face-off. Bret and Scammies. Bret gets pissed off, walks out. But we're still not done yet. Because at this point, this is what I really think gets the fans to start loving Steve Austin.
Well, yeah, they're kind of booing Bret. I mean, yeah, really kind of were.
On the way out.
Not everybody, but you can hear audible boos.
Yes.
And the crowd, some of those people in the front row as Bret's walking out start flipping him off. Bret flips him right back off. So, yeah, Bret is pissed off, and he's really just laser focused in on the world title at this point.
He wants that world title.
Nothing is going to come in his way.
In the meantime, Steve Austin stands up, gives the referee a good old stunner.
Oh, Mike Chioda
He hits
fucking takes a stunner.
Hits him with a stunner. Why? Because they're trying to help him up.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want any help up. You ain't going to give me no help.
I need your damn help.
So he stuns a ref. And again, this is where the crowd looks at this point and says, this guy's a man's man. He doesn't want help. Look at him. He passed out of pain. bloody face, totally fucked up. Still got up and walked out on his own, just like a man would. And I think at that point, that's when he earned not just every adult's respect, he earned every child's respect. And Bret lost it by flipping everybody off.
Yep, and disrespecting Steve Austin after this crazy, cool submission match.
Yeah, as the crowd as I beg your pardon, as the crowd chants Austin upon his exit.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, at this point, onward, Steve Austin makes his way up, becomes IC champ not too long after this. And, of course, as we alluded to earlier, gets injured at this SummerSlam, but makes a speedy recovery.
He was defending that IC title as well. And
Yeah,
if I'm
that
not mistaken,
SummerSlam.
he retains it against Owen after Owen breaks his neck. What do they call it? The ugliest roll-up in wrestling history?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
I don't think we'll ever cover that one on old
You know
SS.
what? I did that shit with a broken neck so you guys can kiss my ass and suck my balls.
Yeah, Steve, we won't do that, but
We're not going to do that. But it was, you won, regardless. It doesn't matter.
Congrats.
Yeah. It makes you wonder what would have happened if Owen hadn't actually delivered that pile driver, what the trajectory of Steve's career could have or would have been. Could he have added one more title, two more titles, three more titles? I don't know.
Maybe not that many, but it's always crazy to think about those butterfly effect moments, dude. What happens if
Yes.
Steve doesn't get injured?
Mm-hmm. The ripple effect.
Does the Montreal screw job even happen those months later? Who knows, dude?
Yeah.
Shit's wild to think about.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, dude, that weird-ass ripple effect.
Trippy.
Throw a pebble into the lake and the water moves. What happens? Nobody knows. But it just kind of sucks, baby, that Steve broke his neck, and now he's going to be out for the next few months after 97 of August. But I digress.
Yeah, that's kind of the end of this here matchup. Any final thoughts you have, Gator?
Oh, man. Excellent matchup.
Yeah.
I can always watch this match. This is one of those ones that survives the times, you know. It's like a fine wine. The older I get, the better it gets. Because while I do love my wrestling nowadays, my AEW, I love my WWE products. I love all my products, SmackDown, everything. But nothing for me beats the 90s. I've been watching a lot of WCW back in the 90s, 96, 97, WWE, 96, 97. And just, it's such a nostalgia going back there and reliving that history. Because to me, that was the golden era of wrestling. 90s, early 2000s. And like I said, I love the product nowadays, but a lot of times I do get disconnected. And it is a little bit harder to watch. So being able to do this podcast, go back in time, watch an entire pay-per-view, watch a match, it really is food for the soul for me.
Yeah, it's cool to have a palate cleanser, if you will, going back and watching older stuff that, yeah, I never had saw this, so it was cool to have a great insight into this moment in time, this WrestleMania that I'd never seen. And we watched really most of this show. So,
Oh, yeah, we watched the whole thing.
yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool event. And I'm glad we checked this one out here on Suplex Studies, episode 6.
Gambag Jones, man.
Oh, there was a Hitman 316 banner. Did you catch that after Bret won? It looked cool. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Was that the big one that
Before.
was hanging back there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I think
it
I saw
flashed
it.
barely quickly.
Yeah, I think I saw it. It was a bigger
Yeah.
sign. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I like that one. That was cool.
That was cool.
What'd you think, bro?
Oh, dude.
You watched it again, huh?
I'd watch that one again. Maybe not very soon at all,
Mhm.
but yeah, man.
Well.
It was dope. I'm glad we were able to do it here this week.
For you guys.
Yes. That's going to wrap up our feature matchup of the week.
Of
Up next, we will be moving on to our news section. Well, Gator, what do we have in our news this week? Anything noteworthy?
Of course, there's always things of noteworthy.
There's always something going on in pro wrestling,
In
innit?
the wrestling world, where is he going? Where are they going? We don't know. But this week, we have a report, and we haven't gotten confirmation on it just yet. Still rumor and innuendo, if you will. But allegedly, Mr. Hikuleo of New Japan Pro Wrestling might be signing with the WWE, the big machine.
Apparently, it is all but confirmed. So, pretty big, man. This bloodline is ever growing, and Hikuleo is such a great, obvious addition to this group.
Oh.
I don't know if did you check him out?
I've seen
A little
plenty.
bit?
I've seen
You
plenty
seen
of Hikuleo. Yeah,
Okay.
he wrestled in what was it? I don't know if it was Ring of Honor or TNA. He wrestled in one of those, and I have taken in a lot of Hikuleo. I like him.
Yeah.
Good big man. Great moveset. Needs help on the mic, but for the most part, solid talent. Working with the bloodline, like you said, I think he's going to fit right in.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be able to mask a lot of the things that he does not so well and protect him. And I think he's going to be a great, great asset to the WWE if, in fact, he truly is signing. And if he is, I'm wondering what kind of name he's going under because he just trademarked
He
a
didn't.
name. Didn't he TM a name? The Talatanga?
I doubt it was him. I think it was probably the WWE that did it.
It was the Machine.
Yeah.
Ah, indeed.
That's
Okay.
that's how I took it as, but I mean, you don't really see like a talent doing that unless they already own their shit.
What about Sting?
I don't know anything about Sting.
What about Stang?
Stang?
You know anything about Stang, man?
Dang old Stang from Creative Pro Wrestling.
Who knows about Stang out there, man? It's my favorite pro wrestler, Stang, man.
What's
Yeah.
up, Heath Slater?
Heath Slater.
And whoever Stang actually is, the guy who plays Stang.
Didn't Stang come when Sting and Booker T wrestled in a tag team match, and Booker T dressed up as Sting in the black and white with the face paint of Sting in the black and white? And I want to say he wrestled under the name Stang.
This was in WCW?
In WCW. And I believe that is where Heath got the Stang word from. I think he was Stang in that match.
Well, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, recently saw a clip. Recently saw a clip, and it looked like it was Booker T in Sting gear. Stang.
Sting and Stang.
Stang, man.
Dang old Stag, man.
Yeah, man. So, what did you think about the news of Bobby Lashley and MVP's contracts being up very, very soon with the possibility of both of them wanting to continue their wrestling careers outside of the WWE?
Well, that's very interesting. That is quite interesting, Gator.
Hey, Nigel.
This is me, Nigel McGuinness, and I'm taking over this new section right here,
You let
right
him in.
now.
You let this guy in.
This is the Nigel News Network, henceforth.
Okay, well, welcome, Nigel McGuinness. Please tell us, what do you think about this news about Lashley and MVP?
Lashley and MVP, great athletes. MVP, not as great of an athlete. He's quite past his prime. But that's all right. Lashley's got his back. Because they're both a dominating duo.
It's not just them either. Sheldon Benjamin's free.
Oh, you think they would roll in with Shelton too? All three? You think they're going to go somewhere all together?
Yeah, of course. They've been begging for it in the WWE from Triple H. He keeps telling him no. I mean, what better way to shove it in Trips' face than to go to a new federation, a new company, take the gimmick that they wanted to push, that they were told wouldn't get over, and get it over.
Somewhere else?
It's the ultimate dick slap,
Where do
if
you think
will.
they're going to go?
I think they're going to go to AEW. Because if you want TV time, what better place than AEW? You're a former WWE champion. Shelton Benjamin is proven MVP, multi-time WWE champion, and in other TNA, I believe, right? He had a nice little TNA run. I don't think he ever won any belts there, did he?
Lashley?
No. MVP.
MP Pizzle. I don't
Yeah.
know his history in TNA.
Yeah, so I don't think he won any belts around there. But either way, these are seasoned veterans with star power, and I believe that AEW would benefit greatly by having that power on their shows. Because I was telling you earlier, we were watching Collision and Rampage, and while I do enjoy the product, it has become a little bit stale or repetitive for me, and it could benefit from faces like this. This would get my attention.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with that because I think the roster on AEW is already so bloated. I really don't think there's any room for any high-level faces anymore. Not baby faces, but high-level talent. I feel like this card is really stacked, or not card. This roster is really stacked.
No, I'm not.
the gills.
I'm not saying it's not. What I'm saying is I think the wrong talent is being featured. I think there's better talent out there than what is being portrayed. I don't need to see Ishii and Suzuki every week.
You're not. You've seen it like the last
I basically
3
do.
weeks.
This is like a New Japan show. They have a lot of New Japan talent on the show now. This is New Japan 2.0.
Yes,
It's
and
New
no,
Japan
but
2.0, and it's decent for a while.
yeah.
But I don't like these old heads.
Mm.
They're not athletic. They don't do anything that I like. It's all Japanese strong style. And sure, that's some people's cup of tea. Personally, I don't like it. I think AEW would benefit to bring in some pros.
Yeah, but they're not. You're making it sound like they're on the entire card. They're one of the many flavors of the buffet of AEW.
In the last card, I think I got Ishii and Suzuki in the same card.
Yeah, I don't see.
It's two boring matches.
You're talking about Rampage?
Yeah. I don't need to see both those guys.
I mean, sure,
in the
but
same card. Split them up. I mean, do something. It's just the Japanese strong style. It's not my thing.
that's totally fair and fine, but I don't know what really the point is of this.
We bring a lot of Japanese guys on. It's Japanese.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's
That's
New
right,
Japan
that's right,
2.0 to me. And I think that they could benefit from bringing in people with charisma and talent. And that's what I think these guys are. And they're younger on top of that.
Well, it will be to be determined where we see Lashley,
And
MVP.
And Tamina.
Tamina's gone too?
Yeah, Tamina.
They were all removed from the roster online. Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah. What would you think if we got Meaner versus Tamina in AEW?
Mina versus Tamina.
There you go.
Well, guys, I would watch that one personally, but I'm not sure if it would happen.
What about a triple threat? Mariah, Meaner, and Tamina.
Well, that'd be quite interesting too, Gator, but who's to know? I don't know where any of these talent are going to go.
Yeah, no, I agree, Nigel. I don't either. What did you think about old Moose talking some shit about the allegiance to the WWE right now as opposed to the one with AEW in the past?
Right. So Moose had some choice words saying, quote, both companies respect each other and are doing great by each other, and there's not one company that is being selfish. I wonder if that's, man, I'd like to hear more out of that. That's kind of like,
I guess it's alluding to maybe Kenny Omega and Christian Cage having their belt for a good long while there during the partnership with AEW, and maybe him not getting to compete or getting to hold that belt in that time. Maybe it was AEW talent getting over on their talent all the time in his eyes. I'm not sure.
yeah. There's still more to this quote here. Let me just add for context.
Context is king.
He goes on to say, both companies are doing great, so I think this is how a relationship is meant to be in pro wrestling, and TNA and WWE is doing the best job of it. Let's see. It's never an easy decision. Let's be honest. WWE is a place I always wanted to work for, he explained. So I guess they were saying he made the choice of staying with TNA over WWE, so I don't know if that was actually true or not, but yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking that there might be some.
I would assume so.
I'm thinking there might be some BS to that because.
Oh no! Look! It keeps going on further. It says, but TNA gave me an offer I couldn't resist, and plus I had some things that I had some goals I had set for myself that I haven't accomplished yet in TNA. All right, so yeah, he has unfinished business in TNA, and no, I mean without a doubt, this WWE and TNA relationship is going greatly by all accounts, and it's cool to see develop.
Yeah, it's interesting, but that kind of, I know how he said he doesn't want to work for the WWE, and he got signed to a new contract and all, but
no,
that
he
leads
said he
me,
does want to.
Yeah,
he did want to.
Oh, he does. Okay, because that leads me into my next point. Nick Nemeth actually winning the TNA World Championship just recently. And now that Moose is not champion, could this be a prelude, him leaving the belt behind to maybe go work for a WWE? Could TNA have released him and let him go live out his dream?
Dude, I have no idea. I don't know what his contract status is.
Nah, but they can be let go, nicely, if you will. Some employers like TNA could be cool and just say, hey, brother, you put your time in. You've done nothing but great things. You've been our world champion. You want to accomplish a goal and a dream, and we're going to support you 100%, release you, full release, go work for them. It's not unheard of.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nick Nemeth, new champ. What'd you think?
I haven't seen the match yet, dude, so I have really no context on what happened. I'm
overall,
really glad for him, though.
Overall thoughts on him winning it? Happy?
Yeah, super ecstatic for Nick Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler.
He'll always be Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, totally. But yeah, I want to check out this 6-pack challenge from Slammiversary and just really see how it went down.
Yeah, 6-man elimination. We need to go back and check that out because Dolph's here to show the world. He's here to show the world. Come on.
But yes.
So, what did you think about the discrepancy in action between Raw and Will Ospreay and MJF's match this week?
Yeah, I sent Gator this image I found floating around from, I don't know who the hell it was, but it had mentioned that Raw had a total of 49 minutes of in-ring action over the 3-hour show. I wish it had like a count on the commercials. I bet that's another hour, right? You'd have to imagine an hour of commercials.
I mean,
Maybe at the very least 45 minutes,
so that's
right?
an hour and 49. So you're saying basically another hour and 11 of talking?
Yeah.
An hour and 11 of talking?
That's what Raw is. It's a talk show.
Holy balls.
Is it not?
I mean, yeah, it's a novella. It's a soap opera. It's a talk
wrestling
show.
novella.
Like I said, it's kind of like Jerry Springer show. And the wrestling is the fights in between the dialogue on the Jerry Springer show. It's not long, but you get some action in between all the drama, all the baby mama drama bullshit.
The commercials.
Yeah, and the commercials and all that stuff.
The picture that I found that had mentioned all this was from Wrestling Universe, so shout out to y'all. I don't know if I'm assuming that's the correct stat, but yeah, it kind of just goes to show how WWE Raw is more of a it's a drama type show. Well, some would, I don't know. I wouldn't really call it a drama. It's some sort of weird, how do you put it?
It's an historia.
Yeah, it's just straight up a wrestling novella.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So, for the most part.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, people like that. But, it just, God, I would hate to go to a fucking Raw and watch, 3/4 of the show on the screens?
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks.
Or maybe, 2/3?
Yeah.
You'd have to say?
Yeah, that's
at least,
what
at the
blows.
very least, like half.
Yeah, because you're doing backstage segments that you're watching on the big screen.
You're just watching them on the screens.
Yeah, and if not, then it's a segment that you're watching in the ring and more talking.
You definitely get the long promos in ring, which are, they're fine, but, you can expect that from a WWE Raw show at this point.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. No, the AEW shows are definitely more action as opposed to the novella.
They're more wrestling focused. But they do have a lot of promos in AEW.
I mean,
There are a lot of talking segments.
There are, and I gotta admit,
It's just a different way of it.
Yeah, I've clowned on WWE's product for the last few years, but admittingly now it is definitely starting to regrow on me again.
Yeah,
I'm starting to appreciate it for what it is. It's got great production.
Oh, such good production.
There are multiple storylines within the show. It's almost as if everybody's getting a story again, just like the old days.
But are they all good?
It doesn't matter. Everybody's getting a paycheck. And in wrestling, that's really what you want. You want everybody, all the boys in the biz want to make money.
Absolutely.
And so if we're saying, oh, no, this wrestling storyline is stupid because this wrestler X is in it, I mean, he's making money. So who are we to say his story's stupid? Just sit back, enjoy it, let the man make money.
I mean, yeah, no, there's no debating that. But
I mean,
that doesn't mean that, every fucking story is good.
I'll put it to you like this. Back in the day, Funaki and Taka Michinoku had a fucking story. With Val Venus.
Right.
So everybody had a story. Everybody should have a story. Otherwise, why are you in the business?
No, I'm not arguing that. Everyone definitely should have a story.
And
And
I
I would
think-
just hope that they're noteworthy stories.
I just think it's a pleasure that they're trying.
Oh, yeah.
And not everybody in other spots has stories. That's all I'm saying. As I think they do a better job of getting everybody incorporated within it. Might not be wrestling. We know that, but at least they're getting something.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. They're doing a great job of getting everyone involved. I think AEW has pretty much all their characters involved in something or another. So they're all doing kind of their own way of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Wrestling is God.
Oh, my God, dude. Big time.
So we watched, is that going to do it for the news and notes this week?
Yeah, that kind of wraps up pretty much all of our top little news items we had for this week that we thought were noteworthy. So
We still don't know where the Motor City Machine Guns are going yet, so we're going to have to get back to that next week. It's still up in the air with those two.
We're going to hopefully find out at some point. I'd love to know. Maybe they make some sort of cool splash at SummerSlam or something like that.
Splash!
Yeah.
All right, so this week's edition of Dynamite, I wasn't able to watch it. Again, I had a long, arduous work week, but brother Eric watched it. So tell me, Eric, what happened on this week's episode of Dynamite?
Right. So Dynamite 250 was a great show. It opened up with the international title being defended by Will Ospreay, and his challenger was Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and they ended up going, as we just discussed earlier, just about damn near 60 minutes for the international title, and MJF ended up getting this dub.
Who?
As he put it, he called it an easy dub.
Who?
Easy dub.
Who predicted? Who?
You had MJF winning this one, yes, indeed,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Damn right I did. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great match. You missed out. It was a Broadway, as they say,
I hate that
60
word.
minutes.
I hate that word already.
Yeah, Gator can't go he's not a Broadway man, as they say.
It's an Iron Man match, and nobody needs that shit. Nobody needs that shit. Can you imagine being a paying customer and walking into that building for a 2-hour show and having one full fucking hour of that shit be two men fighting?
The crowd loved it, dude.
Yeah, sure. I loved it too when I watched Danielson and Hangman go for an hour, but then when I sat back and thought about it on the way home, I only got half a show.
No, you got more than that, dude. You got a
No.
Rampage after. You had some fucking.
We didn't stay around
Whatever
for
the
that.
hell
We didn't stay
before.
around for that back in the day. We were in like Dallas and we had to get our asses back, so we didn't stick around for that. But I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen an Iron Man match live and in person.
No,
It's not.
I haven't.
It's not for me.
no.
I did it one and done.
Yeah,
I don't want to subscribe to Iron Man matches anymore. I'm good.
that's fair. I mean, that's just like your opinion, man. But
Yeah, I'm sure there's a million other people like me out there who don't like to watch wrestling for more than 30 minutes at a time. I'm talking single matches.
yeah.
Single matches. I don't care if you've got a smorgasbord of different wrestlers in there. You can go an hour on a Royal Rumble if you want. But if you're going to put two dudes in front of me and have them fight for an hour, peace, brother. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally cool that you think that, but it was, for a lot of people, a really great match. I loved it. Told a great story, was loaded with crazy moments. Good all-around match, I'd say. It's one to watch. I would recommend it to anyone who's interested in these guys if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. No big deal at all.
Not my thing. Not my thing.
Yeah. But you're still missing out, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that, but I mean, I'm getting to retain an hour of my life, so I'm not missing out.
That's true. An hour's a long
that,
time.
That's my hour. I will not give it to them. I will give you half an hour. I won't give you an hour.
I mean, you gave an hour to like another show, you know.
What's that? What show?
You gave 2 hours to Collision, right?
Yeah, but there wasn't two men fighting against each other.
Right.
For
Okay.
2
so,
hours.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give two men an hour.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
no,
not
that's,
doing that.
Yeah, I get it.
That's just
But you wouldn't have had any idea if you had watched it, you would have been like, oh shit.
no.
We're
Yeah,
like
I
30 minutes in.
I
Like,
would
oh,
have
fuck.
soured. I would have soured at the 30-minute mark and just, hey man, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to
Yeah.
go smoke a cigarette. Hey man,
Need
I'm
a
going
fucking break.
yeah, like I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to get a coffee. I'm going to go do something because this is way too long, man. They got to go home, yoke.
Go
We gotta
home,
go
yo.
We gotta go home, yo.
Okay, brah.
He just shit his pants.
But yeah, they had a cool match. Probably one of the best AEW matches to date. But yeah, besides that, Dynamite also featured Mercedes Moné defending the TBS title against Nyla Rose.
Who?
Mercedes Moné.
Money.
She made this really funny face before the match when Nyla started coming out. I thought it was kind of funny looking. She's been doing stuff like that lately, so I don't know.
Mercedes has been making funny faces?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she the elite?
I think she's slowly becoming our, sixth elite member? Or wait.
You got Perry, Okada, the Two Bucks, and Hangman's not officially in yet.
Yeah, he's kind of like 4.5.
He's a floater.
Yeah, he's not quite in.
Yeah, he's floating.
He's back in, technically, for this upcoming Wednesday Blood and Guts match, but,
Ooh, can't wait to see that.
But yeah, Mercedes retained there.
Of course.
And we also have Glamorous, I believe she's going by now. Mariah May.
Glamorous Mariah May.
Yeah, she came out
Wow.
for a promo. We heard from
Timeless
her.
Glamorous, huh?
This is when Tony Schiavone says, "Oh, hurry up and talk, bitch," or something like that. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I think he told her, speak, bitch.
Yeah, something like that, dude. It was it was out of out of left field, man. Schiavone wasn't holding back. He was pissed that Mariah May, fucked up Timeless Tony Storm in the fashion that she did.
And that's strange because it's not like Mariah May is his girl. That's DMD.
True, but DMD's been gone forever. I mean, Tony Schiavone's been watching this whole story play out, so it's like I mean, obviously Timeless Tony Storm
he's invested.
Become he's invested
in the storyline.
He's
so
a fan.
Why,
it seems like
he's a fan. Yeah, he's a Marky.
How dare she?
Mark Schiavone just had to get that comment in there, and I guess it drove the internet community a little crazy. Or
did it really?
Nigel,
I didn't really look at any of the backlash, if there was any or anything.
There was. I think, in fact, Nigel McGuinness himself may have put out a tweet there that said, "I don't condone what Schiavone said. It was wrong, out of line. Out of line." That's what he said. It was out of line.
It was out of line, Schiavone.
It was over the line. It was over the line.
It was out of line.
Yeah. It wasn't over the edge, to quote Starks, but it was over the line, if you will. So yeah.
Mariah May ends up getting some what chance? I know I was saying lately how we don't really hear those as of much.
What?
We don't really hear these chants much in AEW.
What?
But we actually got it for this time on Dynamite 250 during Mariah May's promo. It was a little clunky, but she was saying some somewhat important stuff. I kind of don't even remember it that well at this point. I've watched so much fucking wrestling. It's all blending together, but yeah, I'm still excited about this match coming up. I really can't wait to see Toni Storm's response. We haven't seen her yet. She's been recuperating, recovering, lurking in the shadows, waiting for her time. How do you think she's going to respond to Mariah May if and when soon?
Ooh, I think she's going to come out and she's going to feel betrayed. I think she's going to she's then going to become aggressive and put the whole mother-daughter thing behind her and let her know that you basically fucked with the wrong bitch.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she's going to put on that angry Toni Storm. And I think a storm is brewing in Toni right now, if you will. And I think she's coming from Mariah May. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to see her back. Toni Storm, that is. But moving on this Dynamite 250, we had Swerve and Okada main eventing this show. It was a non-title match.
Mm-hmm.
And you called it, I believe, that Okada, or this would be some sort of DQ finish,
some good
right?
old DQ.
Yeah, so Swerve picks up the win. Bucks come in and hit him, so I'm assuming he got the win. I can't exactly remember, but that's how that works,
so
right?
The Bucks come in and hit Swerve during the match.
Yeah.
So, that means Swerve gets the DQ win.
DQ win for Swerve.
And then they get the heat on Swerve.
Oh, yeah, they beat the shit out of him.
And then does Team AEW come out and make the save?
Absolutely.
Holy shit, I fucking called that perfectly. I called the ending for the show last week.
I mean, it kind of makes the most sense.
Does
We're getting ready to go right into blood and guts with these teams. So, yeah, that's the way they always go home with these shows.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just the way
So
to go with
basically, I
these.
just predicted something that was predictable.
Yeah, go figure, right?
Yeah, so it means nothing.
But yeah, that kind of wraps up Dynamite there. We also had Rampage, which we alluded to earlier was kind of a rough watch.
Awful.
Yeah, it kind of felt like a few matches were thrown together, and it's kind of a shame because we had Suzuki taking on Butcher, which I feel like could have had some extra time.
Yikes.
And yeah, there was also a squash match of the the Learning Tree. Chris Jericho and Big Bill took out the Outrunners.
Yeah, that's the one where Big Bill basically was in the match the
was a
entire
handicap
time,
match, yeah.
and then Jericho was on his phone.
He was
came
on his
in for the pin
phone,
after the big boot choke slam. Jericho with the win.
Yeah, it was a lackluster episode of Rampage, but
you had the conglomeration on there, these four guys, and you had a whole lot of Jay Briscoe yelling at the camera. There was a lot of promos. You had Chris Statlander in there, get herself a squash match.
About to say Stat is looking great.
Yeah, Gatlander. Chris Gatlander.
She applied the Saturday Night Fever to her opponent.
We call it the Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
But
Rampage was not really must-watch this week at all. But moving on from that, we also had Collision, which was our first taste of the esports stadium there in Arlington, which they're going to be running the next few collisions out of. And I think they have a really great look there. It's a cool set. Not a great new theme song for this show. What'd you think of that, dude? We have a new theme on Collision.
I think the theme song sounds like a JV varsity homecoming football game song.
Mm-hmm. It's heavy on the snare.
It's
you'll
heavy on the
notice.
snare. It's got a very like military. It reminds me of the Oklahoma University entrance song, like the JR song.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's awful. Why didn't they just use the Street Fighter song?
Bro, so yes, the Street Fighter song that Gator's talking about, I don't know if y'all noticed out there, but there would be like a transitional song during the old Collision or the previous Collision shows. It would go skoo-doo-doo-doo-doo, wee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, skoo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, that one, they should have just used that. That's such a good entrance or a good theme song for this show. And they basically scrapped it. We didn't hear it at all during this Collision episode.
This fucking song is called "Let's Go."
It probably is because that's
And-
basically the only lyric.
And what's TK's favorite fucking?
Let's fucking go.
So he probably wanted to add fucking in this, and whoever was going through the music probably had to say, "Tony, we can't say fucking on this."
Yeah, well, that is Mikey Ruckus is our Jim Johnston of AEW. I don't know if you know of Mikey.
Yeah, he does everything for AEW.
Just about all the music. So, and more often than not, he does a really fucking great job. And it must be tough to land a banger on every song, but you know he's probably working on quick schedules. They probably put this on him within like a week or two, you know, to pull something together. Who knows, you know?
Yeah, Undisputed Kingdom could use a new song. Let's get them a new song. I'm still not digging that UK song. I don't like it at all. It's sloppy.
That one's
sloppy as fuck.
That one's a little odd. Not the best.
It's got no parts where I jump in and boom, and just the cues are all off, man. There's something about that song, Mikey. You got to redo that Undisputed Kingdom song, please, if you don't mind. So we both hate the new song.
Hate it.
Both think it blows. Elton John used to have one, didn't he?
Well, yeah, that was the main theme song.
That Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night's alright to find.
Yeah, they could have gone.
Night's alright.
So that's gone too now, eh?
Sounds like that's gone because we didn't hear that. In fact, I was trying to think. I hadn't heard that in several weeks. I could be wrong, but it's been a while.
It's been a while.
And obviously, we see why. It's probably they only had a year on it and change, and yeah, new theme song, new stage for Collision.
New set, elongated, very, very long set.
Love it. It looks great.
With the cool yellow theme on it. The yellow, I was digging it.
Looks so good, man.
Yeah, I was digging it, man. I wanted to snap into that shit, yeah.
But yeah, we had a very hot crowd, an otherwise small crowd, one of the smallest crowds we've seen in AEW, I'd say. But they were mighty in their own right.
Yeah, and they got a heater to start off with, man. They got Darby and Mortos.
Yeah, dude, they went pretty hard in the paint.
Yeah, there was some crazy shit in this match, dude. I really like Mortos.
Yeah, he's growing on you a little bit.
He's good, man.
He's really good, isn't he?
He's a great wrestler for being a big man. I mean, he's got that lucha style, but he's a big motherfucker.
He's fucking fast.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Darby, too.
Did you catch when he did that?
The tornillo?
The tornillo between the ropes?
Yes.
God, he fucking has such good control in that.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure we've seen it before in AEW not too long ago, but man, what a great move.
Yeah, I'm a big tornillo fan, so whenever I see a big man like that deliver it, it's a sight. It's a sight to see.
So after that match, I wanted to note here that Darby Allin has said that AEW is my baby now. Did you catch that?
I missed that. What does that mean?
He was basically shitting on how the Bucks have treated AEW lately, and he has claimed it as his own now. So I thought it was pretty cool. And Darby Allin has become quite comfortable on the mic, and he just gets better and better, and I just want to see him excel in that realm of his wrestling talent even more so. So I want keep going on the mic, Darby. You're kicking ass, dude.
He's a pillar.
Yes. So, dude, we have. Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of pillars, Sammy,
what about him?
where the fuck is he still? Are
I
we
don't
ever
know,
gonna
man.
get Guevara back?
I have no idea.
Is
dude.
he the only pillar that's fallen?
At this point in time, yeah. Have we not seen him since the Jeff incident?
Since the Jeff incident, he's been gone.
That's the last time we saw him?
bro. He got suspended, and then he got unsuspended. He's not suspended. I don't know. He's just gone. I don't know if he's
Damn.
raising his family. I don't know what's going on right now, but I would rather see Sammy over Hollow.Graham.
Speaking of which, did you see that Sammy Guevara commented on a post talking about hologram the other day? On
shit.
On an AEW post, yeah.
No shit. What'd he say?
I think he had just put like flame emojis on a post that was talking about hologram.
Oh, so he's a fan.
It's either that or he saw that some people were probably speculating that it could have been him, and he was probably playing into it to kind of like get people talking. That's kind of how I read the situation.
Yeah, like, oh, it is me. No, it isn't. It's, what is him? Artemis?
Aramis. Or
Aramis?
Artemis. Formerly known as. That is.
Did you ever watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I love that show, dude.
Artemis.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm going to call him Artemis.
He'll be known as Artemis from now on.
Artemis, indeed.
Charlie. Isn't it that chick? What's her name? She's like the bigger woman, right?
Yeah. She's the one who basically gets Dee's date. You remember that episode? The soldier where she thinks he's paralyzed?
Oh, yeah.
And she gives him over to Artemis, and all of a sudden he can walk, and Dee's like, give him back. She's like, nah, it's my man now.
Yes, that's right.
Dude, Artemis is fucking hilarious in that show. I love Always Sunny.
Dude, that show is fucking great, man.
Wild card.
Wild card.
I love Wild Card. Speaking of wild cards, we had a bit of a wild card. We had the return of Sky Blue. And this we had the return and the brand new exit of Sky Blue.
She's been back a couple weeks.
She was in Ring of Honor, wasn't she?
Yeah, but she's been on AEW television the last 2 weeks.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of that,
yeah,
we had Sheeta versus Sky Blue this week, and it didn't turn out so well.
No, dude. Fucking unfortunately, Sky Blue is injured not too long into this match. They have to call it. Sheeta gets the win by default. Ref stoppage.
Jesus.
Sky Blue is now shelved, which I wanted to ask you. I have been seeing so many people online talking shit that, oh my God, the AEW has fumbled Sky Blue. She has not, that we didn't hear shit about her after Julia Hart left. They totally dropped that storyline. But I thought, I mean, sure, you can look at it that way, but you can easily pick up the storyline with Julia Hart once she's back and healthy. And now, even more so, we're gonna have to wait for Sky Blue's return as it is anyway now. So
yeah,
I hope she isn't terribly injured. I haven't read anything about her, so we're hoping the best for you, Sky Blue. Hope you heal up. Hope it's not too bad, but damn, we'll see soon enough. What'd you think of all this, dude? Or what do you think of is Sky Blue being wasted? I don't think so, but go ahead.
I mean, there's so many damn female talents in AEW. You could make that argument for a lot of them.
You could, but I like we were saying before, like just being featured at all is still very great in and of itself.
I mean,
consistently,
I can't say that they're not fumbling her. I mean, I do think that she deserves more. She's got a shitload of talent. She's got the look.
Yeah.
She's not hot on the mic. That can be solved with a manager easily.
True. I think she's working her way up on her speaking skills for sure. Her promo skills.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Personally, for me, I would say yes. They are fumbling her. I think if she goes to NXT, they don't fumble her. Just like they didn't fuck around with Ethan Page.
Right.
I think AEW fumbles a lot of talent. If I'm going to be straight up and real, yeah. They drop the ball with a lot of talent. Where the fuck is Wardlow?
Bro, that is such a huge mystery.
They fumble the ball.
Yeah, Wardlow is going to be one of the... Oh, fuck, man. One of the biggest mysteries.
That's going to be one of their biggest regrets when he leaves and signs with the big time.
I mean, he has WWE World Champion written all over him.
All over him.
And AEW World Champion, for that matter.
But he'll never get it in AEW because Tony Khan has his favorites, and that's not Wardlow.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it like that. He's like Jerry Jones. He's like Jerry Jones to the Cowboys. They'll never win because he picks the players.
Yeah.
So yeah, for all the good that TK does, I think he does a disservice to himself a lot of times by dropping the ball on talent like Sky Blue, dropping the ball on talent like Wardlow. You've got so much upside with these talents, and you're putting Chris Jericho over.
Yeah. Chris Jericho has had such a spot for a long time in AEW, a prominent spot that is.
Yeah.
And
his chest is imploding.
Yeah, man, that doesn't look too great, but You know, he still looks fucking amazing for being, 53, 54? So
I guess, man. I
don't think he's 54. I could be wrong on that.
I plan on looking way better than that, bro. My titties will not look like Ric Flair and Kofi Kingston had a baby. I'm saying that right now.
Why does that happen? What is this chest degeneration on these wrestlers?
It's from the roids, man. They juice up, and then when they stop juicing up, they lose it all. They get this concave chest, these bullshit saggy shoulders, the droopy titties. Yeah, sure, anybody can look great when you're on the juice. Get off of it and see what happens. That's why I don't get on it. All natural, baby.
All
natural. All natch. No latch.
No latch between the natch.
No latch between natch. So yeah. After that, what do we got? Archer.
Yeah, Lance Archer was backstage raising hell.
Just fucking causing a scene.
Couldn't hear what the fuck he was saying.
Why?
These AEW backstage promo levels have been so hit or miss for I don't know how long now. Sometimes I think they just fail to boost the volume on whatever the fuck is going on those.
It's like 50-50. It's like 50-50.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. It's very frustrating to watch.
It's almost as if Eugene is in the back and he's the man that's supposed to hit the button.
He's
for
spinning the
volume.
knobs.
Yeah, Eugene is spinning the knob. Like, I don't know what's from the bait. And then it just doesn't happen.
Uncle Eric.
Yeah, he's looking for Uncle Eric. He can't find him. He doesn't know what knob to push. All of a sudden, all you hear is the echoes from the crowd, and you can't hear anything that the person that's being spoken to is saying. And it's very, very, very annoying because it happens all the time now. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Get your shit right, AEW.
It needs to be fixed for sure.
Get your shit right.
Audio issues should not be a thing anymore for this company.
Hint, hint.
Yeah. Yeah, that doubles for both Suplex Studies and AEW. Get your shit together,
The
Eric.
Suplex Study universe, damn it. So Jericho had a promo on Suzuki this week, and I believe he called TV Time TV Talk.
He did accidentally call TV Time TV Talk.
And they didn't retake that.
Jericho is probably thinking, fuck it, I'm already through most of this damn promo. I ain't going to cut it again.
3/4, so the name of my actual segment on TV doesn't matter.
It clearly didn't to Jericho.
So we can call this like Suplex Inquiries.
That's
and
different,
okay.
Dude.
This week on Suplex Inquiries.
That is so different.
It's the same shit, bro. This is
isn't.
your shit. This is your shit. Get your shit right.
Right. No, trust me. I completely understand that, but I can see why Chris was probably like, fuck this. I don't care.
That must mean that he must have had to have redone that son of a bitch a few times for him to just say, fuck it, go ahead and just do it.
It was just one small gaffe, dude.
What I'm saying is that he's not a one-take Jake. That might have been the 20th take where he got to that point and just said, I'm not doing 21. Fuck it, put it on.
It couldn't be. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't need that many takes here.
Shit.
Just on the levels.
We've taken some takes.
Just on the levels.
My friend.
And only as of recent lately.
But yeah, Collision moved on to, we had Nice versus Phoenix.
Nisi couldn't cut it in 205 Live. I'll never forget that.
That was such a funny line we heard one time. Did we ever bring that up on the pod yet?
No, we haven't.
No.
We were at an AEW show, and Tony Nisi was coming out, and this rando fan just got up and shouted at the top of his lungs while everybody was silent. Tony Nese couldn't cut it in 205 Live, and boy, could Tony Nese hear. He turned around, looked at that fan with a shit-staring grin like he wanted to rip his throat out.
Oh, yeah.
It was intimidating. It was scary. Tony Nese couldn't cut it in 205 Live.
I love how Mark Sterling is his little... how do I put this? At one point, Tony Nese tells Mark Sterling that he's the best wrestler or wrestling lawyer, and fucking Mark Sterling gives him a little thank you, and I don't know. Mark Sterling just cracks me up in pretty much everything he does. He was stomping the shit out of Phoenix at some point in this match, and I love his character. He's one of my favorite aspects of AEW.
Yeah. Plus, he collects toys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Smart Mark and the Major WF podcast over there. The Major Wrestling Figure podcast, that is.
The entire bunch, man. The entire bunch. All the way down to Ethan Page.
During this match, fucking Nigel called Abrahantes Spider-Man. Did you catch that?
I did not. I kind of zoned out on this one.
Oh, yeah.
When Tony Nese comes on, I really do just zone out. I don't find anything.
What? This match was cool, man. It's a highlight reel match, you know.
I saw it last week. I see it every week.
Nice and Phoenix?
No, just the typical spots.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of over spots. I'm over spot matches. I'm tired of them.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, we got Strong versus Ishii. Yeah, you know, just a run-of-the-mill match. Then we also get Hologram versus Gringo Loco. We get our debuting Hologram, who has been teased for weeks and weeks now.
Hologram.
Hologram?
No.
Not feeling Hologram?
No.
Yeah, it seems
Glacier.
a little forceful, maybe.
This is Glacier 2.0.
I got to give him a few weeks. I'm going to give him a chance. We'll see. But this first outing was just a tad bit lackluster. It was a decent match. Gringo Loco looks like a he looks like a fat Brian Myers.
Just say it.
I'm sorry, Gringo Loco. You're still cool as shit. I enjoyed this match, so
He's more like 4 Gringo Locos.
Yeah.
That's what he's drinking.
damn, but no, man, fucking Gringo Loco moves around all fast, and he impressed the shit out of me. But yeah, Hologram is formerly Aramis, as we alluded to earlier, and yeah, it's not the best debut ever. There's a few good moments here and there, but otherwise, it's gonna be hard to get into this guy because there's really no personality there. We haven't heard him speak yet. I know, obviously, this is his debut, so maybe we will get to hear from him. I don't know. I'd like to actually hear from him now that I'm thinking about it. I want to hear him speak. We'll see.
Fuck that.
I don't know. I gotta give it some time. Sometimes shit just doesn't really pan out, and this might be one of those things, but time will tell. Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna. We'll see where it goes, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're good. You made your piece. We can move on.
Yeah, fucking. Okay.
I don't even need to say anything because you know what I'm gonna say, and I can tell you don't want me to, so I'm not going to.
I don't give a shit. Go ahead. Talk about Hologram.
No, I'm good. I don't want to hurt the man's feelings.
All right then. After that, we got Rosa versus what's her face? I have Rosa versus Ponderosa here.
We also had the Von Erichs, and we couldn't hear him again because
God damn it, that's right.
Yeah, they still can't get the audio right.
Yeah, we got a backstage interview segment,
and I couldn't tell you what they said.
Yeah, audio is complete trash.
All I
Can't
heard
hear
was-
what the fuck Kevin Von Erich is saying at
All I heard
all.
was and then Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
And the Von Erichs. And that's it.
How does they got to get that shit together? I don't know how that's happening over and over again.
It's pretty embarrassing, man. Like I said,
It's bad,
they
dude.
have
It's bad.
Eugene back there hitting the buttons. But yeah, no, you
Rosa
had,
and Deanna Purrazzo, they go lumberjack match, and this match is kind of all over the place. Lots of the women's roster is on the outside. A lot of Ring of Honor talent. Glad to see Abaddon here. I haven't seen her in a while. We also have Diamante out there. Was it Rachel Ellering?
Ellering.
Yeah. We have her who's scrapping it up with Deanna Purrazzo. I don't know if they're teasing some sort of feud between them two. I'm not really sure. But either way, this match was pretty damn good. A couple cheesy spots.
We had 2 of the spots
Two
that
of
you
the-
certainly hate.
Yeah, y'all know what we're talking about here when a bunch of wrestlers kind of pull together and
It's the
wait
huddle.
for the huddle,
It's the
and
huddle
wait.
spot.
And they're just watching the other wrestlers get ready to jump on them. And we got, Deanna suplexing Thunder Rosa onto the sea of wrestlers here on the outside. And God, yeah, I think that's so fucking cheesy. And they end up doing it again. Like, you might as well just do it once and don't do it again because it looks fucking so silly every time. But yeah, they end up doing it with a spear from Thunder Rosa to Deanna on the outside as well. What do you think of those spots?
I think, like you said, they suck. It's like watching a bunch of people huddle up for an NFL play.
Yeah. Yeah, it just looks so damn corny, man. But besides those 2 silly looking moments, this match was serviceable and completely fine, and fucking Thunder Rosa loses again, dude, in shitty fashion. She takes a turnbuckle to the face from an assist from Taya Valkyrie to Deanna Purrazzo, and wham bam. Deanna is now 3-1 against Thunder Rosa.
3 in a row.
I fucking didn't watch Thunder Rosa's post-match promo. I'm going to have to check that back, but apparently she has some words after this one, and probably, anguishing in defeat. I just want to hear what she says, really.
Agreed.
Capping off Collision here, we have the Patriarchy versus the Bang Bang Gang for the vacant Trios titles. And we have new Trios champs, Gator. What'd you think?
I thought it was a good, hard-fought victory. On a personal level, I can say fuck Christian. We paid him a lot of money to come on the show today and do Christian's corrections, and he turned it into a mockery in a way. He kind of hijacked our show for the first, say, half hour and wouldn't let us get a word in. But, congratulations to Christian and the Patriarchy. Buddy Wayne, Nick Wayne, whatever you want to call him. I think they're going to have a good, long title reign, and I don't see anybody dethroning the Patriarchy for a good, long while here.
You'd be correct in that, Gator. I'm still here, you know.
Fuck, let him in. I didn't know he was still here, Eric.
I'm always here.
Jesus Christ.
So if you want to talk shit, you can say it right to my face. Okay? Daddy's here.
Okay, Christian, I'm just going to tell you to your face. I'm looking for a father, and I think I'm just an angry individual right now. And I was wondering if perhaps maybe you could take me into your tutelage, under your guidance, and maybe I could amount to something in my life.
You asked me earlier, okay? The answer was final then. And it's final now. It's a no.
Eric, we're getting Copeland on. We have to get Copeland on. All right, you know what? Fuck you, Christian.
Hey, fuck you too, Gator.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Same to you, Eric. Your stupid face.
You gonna put up with that, bro?
I'm just gonna let Christian do his thing. He's obviously
distraught.
Being
no, go ahead. Say it, Eric. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say is you're a dickhead.
Yeah. I mean,
Gator, shut your fucking mouth. Okay? Eric, I am a dick. All right? It's because I don't like you. And I don't like you, Gator. But you know who I do like? I like this audience. The Suplex Studies universe. My new children. I love you. And thank you for being here at Suplex Studies this week. I'll see you losers later. Not.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, Christian. We'll see you. That was Christian, everybody. We
Thank
appreciate
you,
his
Christian.
we appreciate his time this week. It cost a pretty penny, but he came on. He was a professional in a way, and he got the job done.
New Trios champ. Congrats.
Congrats.
And looking forward to see their run with these new titles. Well, not new titles, but newly crowned titles.
Newly crowned titles, indeed.
No more United Trios. What was it? United? No. Undisputed Trios. That's, oh, God.
Yeah. No more nine belts.
No, God. Thank God.
No more 9 belts.
That shit was so annoying. But yeah, that wrapped up Collision. Just real quick before we go, we have Blood and Guts tonight. Who do you got? You got the Elite or Team AEW in the Blood and Guts match tonight?
Elite, easy win.
Elite, easy dub?
Elite, easy.
Okay. All right. I think I'm going to go Team AEW. I don't know who takes the pin or the submission, but I'm rolling with Team AEW.
I got Briscoe taking the pin.
Okay. I might go with, let's see here. Yeah. I'm going to go with Nick Jackson taking the pin.
I can see that. But they don't lose. They're invincible right now. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes, man. It should be a good card. We also got DMD versus Shida and also Jericho and Suzuki for the FTW title. Should be a nice show tonight. We hope you enjoyed out there. And thank you for being here with us on Suplex Studies, Episode 6. We have had a blast once again with you here. And next week we will be covering the WarGames match from WrestleWar 92. It is Sting Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance. So we'll have that WarGames recap and also the Blood and Guts recap for you next week.
Yambag Jones. That's going to do it for this week's episode, Suplex Studies.
Thank you, everybody, for being here with us this week. If you want to follow me, you can find me at Kreutz Wrath on Instagram. I put up pictures of cards and some of my wrestling collection. I'm going to do some more customs here soon on there. And yeah, if you want, check me out there. Gator, what do you got for us?
Man, just we'll see you guys next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Send us your favorite matches so we can add them to our list. Make sure you hit the notification button so you don't miss out on new episodes when they drop. Don't forget to give us a 5-star review if you love what you hear. Follow us on social media at Suplex Studies on Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget, when you're Suplex Studies for life. Have a great day. We'll see you next week for another action-packed episode of Suplex Studies.
Woo! See y'all later.